Phibz is a TikTok creator who was recently caught fire for some pretty serious accusations of predation upon their younger audience. And so I thought I'd take a look at it because a lot of you have been asking me to cover it. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and also check out the Spotify, which I'm sure a lot of you don't know that I have, where I upload all of my videos at the same time that I do here in case that's more convenient for you. Be sure to rate 5 stars too, my people, because that's the kind of thing that really matters over there. But with that, let's have a chat about this creature, eh? Okay, so this is a re-upload account of hers because the original account was taken down after everything that we are going to cover in this video. This is not the real Phibz, this is the hate account, so no, I don't like 14-year-olds and I am a minor, so stop trying to hit me up because that's not even me. Okay, I guess don't hit up you know what, we're gonna blur the name of this repost account, I think. Anyway, let's have a look at what Phibz' content was saying, eh? Okay, we're probably gonna have to get rid of that copyrighted music, but I was actually vibing there. I was a bit ashamed of myself, really, because halfway through that video I clocked that I was bobbing my head to the music there, which I feel like, I don't know, is that a good thing? Maybe not. But either way, this was her thing, right? She just sort of moves around like a Sims character, and that was like, she seemed to do pretty well at it, actually. Like, the videos were pretty popular. Yeah, I mean, it's riveting content, truly. Look, I don't even know what to say about these fucking people anymore, man. Like, what am I meant to... When I watch a video like that, I know I'm a commentary channel and that, but like, I don't mean to be funny. What do you actually expect me to say about it? I know I meant to do my job here and like critically analyze, but there's nothing here. It's just a woman doing some Sims moves who talks to minors, I guess, which we'll get into later, but should we watch more? This is a popular one. Oh, this is like the big one, I think. Good that, really good that. Can we talk about how animated she is too? It's not that impressive, really. Anyway, people were very quick to sort of replicate these Phibz videos because that became a popular thing to do. Tell you what, Phibz is a trendsetter. You know, they know what they're doing. Fucking trailblazer. I guess this is a thing that's happening, I guess. Honestly, I think Phibz did it a little better, actually. Yep. Should I have done this? Is this the move on TikTok? I think I'm done watching these videos, actually. Can I find the original where Phibz does that stomp? Is this the one here? Was that lyric? I'm gonna play with your pussy like I will with your mind. I'll tell you what, my mind is fucked right now, so I really hope that they don't treat my pussy like this. I'm telling you, if Phibz treats my pussy the way that Phibz is treating my mind, I think I would explode from the inside. And not in a sexy way, just to be clear. I guess we should have a look at the alleged DMs with the 14-year-old now. Usually I like to do a bit more of an overview of the people that we're talking about, but there really isn't too much to Phibz, really. So let's just have a look at these DMs. Okay, what is this? What is this sound? Why is there sound over this? And why is it so fucking abhorrent?
When you listen, no competition.
You know what, without getting too personal, I'm having a really shit time right now. Like, I'm going through it. I'm very sad at the moment in my life. So what I've been trying to do is sort of go on the internet, find some happy videos, watch some happy movies. Mate, I'm at a point where I was on Netflix, right? And I was like, I'm just gonna watch a really dumb movie where I can just shut my brain off and just enjoy life, you know? Put on Over the Hedge. Started subbing at Over the Hedge, you know? It's that one song that has no right to be as sad as it is, where Vern says to Hammy, like, oh, you're stupid or whatever, and Hammy starts crying. He's like, no, I'm not stupid. And then it goes, dun, dun, da, 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 da. And I actually had to turn it off, man, because it was getting to me. Like, this, it was just getting, and I'm like, let me record a video, you know, I love my job, I love working, maybe this will uplift my spirits. Now click on a link, and this is what I hear.
Attention and you, I'm not on no girl, baby, I've been people, ain't me the soup.
Maybe if we read the messages, it'll make me feel better. You know, the joy of reading, of learning. Beautiful. Okay, so just to be clear, the blue is the messenger, and the gray is the message E, Phibz. Also known as Phibz is gay, I guess, is the original name of her account. Okay, it doesn't start off very well, but can we honestly e-date? You're so... I tell you what, they use the correct form of "your," and I appreciate that. You're so beautiful. You always make me laugh. You always make me smile. You literally make me want to become a better person. I really enjoy every moment we spend together. You know what, Naz, can you put like some happy romantic music over this, by the way, because I think it deserves it. My time has no value unless it's spent with you. I tell every one of my IRLs how awesome you are. Thank you for being you. Whenever you need someone to be there for you, know that I'll always be right there by your side. I love you so much. I don't think you ever realize how amazing you are sometimes. Life isn't as fun when you're not around. You are truly stunning. I want you to be my soulmate. Love the way you smile. Your eyes are absolutely gorgeous. If I had a star for every time you crossed my mind, I could make the entire galaxy. Your personality is as pretty as you are, and that's saying something. I love you. Please date me. I am not even calling it e-dating anymore because I know we will meet soon. Enough heart. Okay, I admit it. I love you, okay? I hecking love you, and you've already admitted that like 6 times already. Is this a real 14-year-old? Because I don't know. I feel like I'm more famous than Phibz, and I don't get messages like this. I have never received a message like this. Maybe we attract different audiences. I hope so, actually. I hope so, if this is a real message here, and this isn't like a fake DM. I don't know if there's any proof this is real, although they did delete their account, so that doesn't look good. They have responded to this, I think, that we're gonna get to that, of course, but we have to actually look at the evidence, right? The evidence that was submitted by Case 41. We're reading Shakespeare right now, and I don't think we can just skip past that. Anyway, it breaks my heart when I see you play with someone else or anyone commenting in your profile. I just want to be your girlfriend and put a heart in my profile, linking to your profile, and have a wall text of you commenting cute things. I want to play video games, talk in Discord all night, and watch a movie together. I'd recommend Over the Hedge, by the way. But you just seem so uninterested in me, and it hecking kills me, and I can't take it anymore. I want to remove you, but I care too much about you, so please, I'm begging you to either love me back or remove me and never contact me again. It hurts so much to say this because I need you by my side, but if you don't love me, then I want you to leave, because seeing your icon in my friend list would kill me every day of my pathetic life. Wow. Shakespearean. I mean, truly, that is some like James Joyce Ulysses type shit. I'm on the verge of tears. Yet again, I'm on the verge of fucking tears reading this, man. Anyway, Phibz allegedly says, "Are you here?" Oh, because they accepted the message request. Okay. This is a message request. What the fuck? Okay, so I'm guessing that these two have no prior connection. They don't know each other. Like, this is just a weirdo messaging Phibz, either on a sting operation or an actual 14-year-old, in which case I don't really want to take the piss too much because, you know, they're 14 years old and that. Or there's a third option where it's all just fake, like it's not real. Hopefully we'll learn as time goes on. You are 14 and I'm 18. Why would she say that? Like, it's like before murdering someone saying, I am going to murder you, I pre-planned this, I have intent, and if this ever goes to court, I should be prosecuted for first degree. That's 4 years age difference. I don't see the problem. My high, oh my high. Can you possibly fake your age? Sure, why not? Also, I swear to God, you better be serious. I am! I can't see the emoji behind it. Maybe I know it's a face that's a bit yellow there, but I don't know. You'll have to, I like that though. Leave it up to interpretation. Okay, add me on Discord. I'd prefer we talk here because my friends would see that I'm faking my age. Dumb ass hell. Anything for you, baby. Thanks. But would you like, oh no, so would you like to be together? By the way, which state are you in? Cool. And they say what state they're in, I guess. Again, covered up. Again, I bet they're in Utah. You know, something like that. Never mind, we got the redacted files have been opened. They're in New York. I would like to get to know you a bit more. That seems to break their heart. They don't like that very much. I do love your confession. It felt real. Like you'd do anything for me. I'm all yours. And then they bite their lip via emoticon. What would you like to know about me? I'm sorry, I don't know how to approach people. You seem to have done a pretty fucking good job, actually. Well, first thing I have to ask is, are you a yandere? Is that the first thing you need to ask, really? Okay, what's a yandere? Here we fucking go. What is a... This is gonna be some weird anime shit, I know it. Yeah, how did I know? A yandere is a Japanese anime/manga archetype describing a character, usually female, who is initially loving, sweet, and affectionate, but whose devotion turns into a violent, psychotic exception. And apparently the defining example is Yuno Gasai from Future Diary. So, you know what? For the sake of research, I guess we're gonna have to have a look at that, won't we? Because I need to know what Phibz is talking about here. Jesus. Yeah, she does seem a little bit mental, to be fair. I guess she does fit the bill. Mate, in a library as well. Fuck me. So Phibz, hang on. Phibz wants to know if this person is a yandere. Is that like a real thing? I really love yandere sim. That's not really a fucking answer, is it? You can also ask me anything. What is this, a Reddit AMA? What gender are you and which pronouns do you use? I was wondering that as well, actually. I go by any pronouns and I'm gender fluid. That's so fucking cool. Alright, what games do you play? And do you have, like, any mental health issues? I think anyone messaging Phibz is like, they're on the list for mental. They need to get that diagnosis immediately. Also, I want to make it clear the messenger has not denied being a yandere, so for all we know, they could be this card-carrying fucking murderer who wants to shoot up libraries. I play Gacha Life and Roblox, and I have... Okay, what's Gacha Life? We'll look at some amazing gameplay. All right, let's have a look at this one. It's got 1.4... No, this one's got 13 million views, eh?
I'm sorry, my cats are... Stop!
I don't think I'm the audience for this game. Apparently she also has autism, ADHD, PTSD, depression, and social anxiety. They then detail what games they play on Roblox. Sorry, I'm a lot less invested now. I feel like I've betrayed you guys by not reading each and every moment. So would you like to be my partner? This is all happening within the space of like minutes and hours, by the way. Give it a week, then I'll give you my answer. Okay, take your time, handsome. And day later, are you awake? Now I am. What, the notification sound woke you up? Fuck me. You must be getting pretty bad sleep then. Just put your phone on silent. I never feel bad. When I wake people up via calling them or anything, I never feel bad because it's like, if you don't want to be fucking woken up, then silence your phone. Like, this is on you. Alright, Phibz did respond, so it's only fair we listen to Phibz's response.
Hey, so there's this screenshot going around, right? And it looks hella realistic. But I'm here to tell you that it's photoshopped. And for the people saying, oh, Photoshop can't look that clean. Yes, it can. So many popular people and so many people in general can go through this just from some really, really good editing. There's also a possibility that accounts can be faked because my personal Discord account has a Pinterest banner and a Pinterest profile picture. So my account can easily be faked with that and, you know, fonts and stuff like that. And people who know me will know that I've never done anything like that. And never will. Because that is disgusting. And now that's all I'm gonna talk about for now, but just know if you bring up the topic again, I am blocking you because it makes me very uncomfortable for people to be taking my name and dragging it through the dirt.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm fucking convinced. That was a great response video. Yeah, to be honest with you all, I'm not really sure what to do with this all, because on one hand, we have screenshots, and then on the other hand, we have the screenshots are fake. There isn't really much we can do with that so far. I guess we'll just... Oh, fuck's sake. This is... Look, my room, the microphone, the inanimate objects are telling me, just calm the... Stop looking at these people. You deserve better. You need to love yourself a bit more. But I guess we'll just have to keep looking, because, like, they could be faked. They could be fake. So far, there isn't really any conclusive evidence that this guy's as much of a freak as, you know, people are claiming. Anyway, here's a screenshot of Phibz texting a 16-year-old on Discord, which, I mean, if Phibz is 18, it's not... I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. I hate this. I've been thinking long and hard lately, but I can't lie to you. I think I'm at least obsessed with you, and that fucking stinks. I promise you I was honest, but it's genuinely so hard to be honest because the truth hurts. Hi, I have screenshots of her admitting to being obsessed with me. I'm 16, and at the time she sent them, I was dating someone she claimed to be friends with. He was also her ex, but he had no idea why she has done or what she has done. I've been sent in more screenshots. I have no way of confirming or denying whether these are real, so take them with a grain of salt. That screenshot was on the 14th, on my 14th birthday. I'm scared. All right, this is the people that we're kind of fucking people getting on this drama. Yeah, I mean, look, this fucking weirdo messaging a 16-year-old at 18, it's not great, I guess. The message itself is just weird and cringe, but it's the 14-year-old that I'm a little more worried about, if that makes sense. I'm not saying 18 and 16 is, like, great, but, you know, we can all agree that 18 and 14 is a lot fucking worse. Phibz complains that they're not being interviewed, but they message the wrong person. They know the person that wanted to interview them and blocked them on Discord. They reached out and messaged them on TikTok recently and got ignored. ignored. Learn how to read Phibz.
Because like I said, I'm not taking any of the allegations drama seriously anymore, so now I'm just gonna start pointing things out and laughing at it. For example, I asked this person, as you may know, is probably the main account that is, like, my whole fake account, apparently. I said, fine, interview me, I'm done with the drama, I'm done with beef. Mind you, they made a video, about something about interviewing me. If they were to interview me, that it would probably clear the drama, but I didn't, so now I'm gonna regret it or something. So by the time I did message them, I didn't know that they were actually talking about Vincer, a person I blocked. And that they wanted to interview me apparently, and they were talking about that, but I didn't know that at the time. So their response was, oh, I'm not Vincer. Mind you, I was trying to be as respectful as possible when I sent that first message. And then they said, I am interviewing you because I got work today. Understandable.
Because I actually do shit with my life.
Okay, I mean, I think we actually do get to see the person who was originally trying to interview them later on, so look forward to that, folks. Some more Discord DMs here. Phibz was supposed to have a conversation about the allegations today, so they could clear themselves up and explain, but they decided to block the person in question and deleted their apology for joking about slavery. This is extremely petty, and they need to grow up and take accountability instead of doing dances on TikTok. Okay, here we go. I am not in the correct headspace to deal with it, so please try again tomorrow. I'll text you tomorrow. Hopefully we can have an actual discussion. Phibz. And then Phibz says KK. Oh, they're in dangerous territory there. One more K and, you know, we're in the land of no-no. I'll be talking a lot more seriously tomorrow about stuff that's coming up, so please just text me whenever you're ready tomorrow, or we can jump on VC if you want, or just text, either will be okay. What does this prove exactly? Okay. What is that ending to the video, man? So what? Bro, I don't fucking. What is this? They wanted to do the interview a day later, I guess. As far as I'm aware, this interview never happened. We got a screen recording here to show that it's the actual account and not like a fake one. This is a comment here from Phibz saying that it's fake. Ooh, and then a screen recording. There you go, showing the Phibz account. All these messages. I want someone to carve their name into me to prove I'm theirs. Sounds nice. Sounds nice and reasonable. Nice, pleasant sort of Sunday evening, I guess. Cup of tea, knife, some annoying orange type shit, I'm telling you. Shouldn't mention the annoying orange, actually. We don't speak of his name on this channel. If you know, you know. Oh my god, they seem to lose the plot a little bit here. They've lost their marbles. Who wants their initial on my body? So what, are these minors that they're talking to, or is this just a public Discord where, like, this isn't real? She's not actually gonna carve anything into her fucking body. Like, it's not real. I want to carve into someone, then kiss their scars. This is just like this is just a really mentally ill lolcow who's being bullied, being really fucking weird on Discord. It's just someone who shouldn't be on the internet. It's not someone who needs to be fucking arrested by any means. Like, these are the only screenshots that we can prove are real, and by far they're the least damaging ones or accusatory ones, because we don't know the ages of any of these people. I don't think Phibz means any of this either way. Oh god, okay, so I guess they trauma dump in this Discord as well. I'm not gonna read all this. I think I've read enough of Phibz's words today. This is them saying they want to suck Eddie. And that's Eddie over there, I guess. Again, we know nothing about Eddie. And I'm not sure I want to know much about Eddie, to be honest. Okay, I guess it's just proof that they're a fucking weirdo. Some more Discord DMs here. I think you're really pretty. They say they're 14, and then Phibz doesn't really give a fuck, I guess. These are really blurry, though, these screenshots. I don't know if these will be... The thing is, people love bullying lolcows so much. Like, there's a huge culture of just bullying, like, it's just ableism. Like, it's this whole thing where people just bully autistic people or neurodivergent people online for the sake of doing it because they think it's funny. Like Welded T-shirts, for example. He's like the prime example of it. That's why I never made a video on him, because I just felt fucking bad for him. Same with Chris Chan, same with Nova Online, same with Tafia Chu. Obviously, a lot of these people have done things that are bad, but it doesn't... Like, let's be real. The majority of the people commenting on them, they don't give a fuck about the bad things that they may or may not have done. All they give a fuck about is making fun of neurodivergent people, because they're fucking hacks. Like, they're just shit YouTubers. Shit slop fucking YouTubers who love bullying autistic people because they're fucking ableist. Like, it's that simple most of the time. I fucking hate channels like that, man. Here's someone talking about their interactions with Phibz.
I knew this person personally for a little bit, and as funny as some of these TikToks are, as someone who is this kind of survivor, seeing what this person has done is really sickening to me, so I'm just gonna kind of give my information and my proof of the signs that I saw and why I stopped being friends with them. I had met Phibz about probably 9 months ago, like last year, you know, earlier in 2025, through a live actually, because I post DID content, which they also claim to be a system. I'm not gonna be here to say if they're faking or not. I don't do that, but there's some questionable things anyways. So I was on live, and one of my close friends named Ollie, I'll put some proof up here, but they kept asking to be moderator, and they were just being very pushy, and at first I didn't really think anything of it, but kind of just asking the name of certain altars and, you know, just being very invasive. And Ollie was on live with me, and then at first they weren't, and then they came because I was starting to get uncomfortable, so they ended up muting them, and here are the screenshots you can pause to see. We had called once, and they really like to do makeup. And we had called once because that's what I do when I make friends. I want to make sure that this person is real, ask questions, especially when I make friends online. It's just kind of something that I do to keep myself safe. Everything seemed fine. They seemed like a cool person, for the most part. So we called for the first time, and, they shared my screen. They shared their screen, and, we watched some of their TikToks that they made. And, I was trying to be supportive on their makeup and certain things that they've done. And then I just started to get really uncomfortable. I couldn't shake why, so I just hung up. And then they kept texting me. I have their Discord, and here's proof of them in my block list. I do not feel comfortable right now in this moment to unblock them and share screenshots, but I will most likely will. I'm running out of time. Sorry if this seems like I'm not talking much. It's a very triggering topic for me, and to find out that I was, interacting with a predator is very scary. But so I was with my partner of 2 years, and they just kept texting, and I expressed, I'm sorry, I'm just not in the best space, just saying, hey, wanna call? And, at first I didn't think anything of it, but then it just started to get really overwhelming, so I muted their messages, and then they started acting like they didn't mean to call me. So I'd look back, and there would be the missed calls on Discord. They'd be like, oh, sorry, the stupid phone, and da-da-da-da. And I remember telling my partner, and that's when I sent them a long paragraph saying that, I'm distancing, and, I think that you should work on certain things, and then I blocked them. And then recently they had messaged me, which I had them blocked, which is very, very weird.
Okay, yeah, I believe this. I believe all this, to be fair. Even though they didn't show the screenshots, I do believe what they're saying here. They seem to be very disturbed at the, idea of them interacting with someone who's a predator. I've not really seen any conclusive evidence that they're a predator as of yet, but I've definitely seen evidence that they're a fucking weirdo.
And here's a screenshot and how I replied. You can see I was very upset. And there's also an account called Phibz Files. They have a lot of good proof. I just want to come on here and say that I will provide more proof. This is a very, very hard thing to see, and me seeing that someone that I was interacting with and feeling a gut feeling that this person was not a good person makes me feel really sick to my stomach, and I'm just really glad that I got out when I did. Thanks to Ollie, thanks to my friends, because, I try to be as kind as I can and as accepting, because I know certain people can be excited to be friends, which I totally understand. And this was whenever my following was starting to get bigger. So, and I had to learn, not tooting my own horn or anything, but I had to learn the more that your following goes up, the more people are going to idolize you, and the more that if you start reaching out for friends, they will come to you with more of an idolization rather than friendship most of the time. If you scroll down on my page, you'll probably see videos being like, I want system friends, and now I don't do that. Now I just wait for friends to come to me, and we build that relationship, because this is the kind of things that happens. But yeah, I will provide more proof whenever I'm comfortable. I really need to take in this information because it's a lot for me, but I hope this kind of helped and shed light. Thank you for people who are, putting in screenshots and shedding light. Thank you. Also, I do not want to make this about me. I was thankfully not a victim of anything. So I just want to say, for people who were victims of Phibz, I'm so sorry, and that reaching out was a very, very good thing, and I really hope you get your justice.
Okay. It seems fair enough from them, I suppose. Let's have a look at the age makeup of the Discord, because this will be quite damning, I think. Okay, all right. So this is quite bad, actually. You've got the you got how old are you, and then you got a magic 8-ball, you got a diamond, and you got, I don't know what those are. It's a bit blurry. As you can see, there's a lot of people who are minors. The majority of these people are minors, in fact. So yeah, Phibz talking like that in the Discord is undoubtedly incredibly inappropriate and irresponsible from them. It's not enough to call them a pedophile, though, which a lot of people are fucking foaming at the mouth at the thought of, yes, I have an excuse to make fun of an autistic person. Oh, I think there is an actual interview, maybe. Well, first, they defended someone who was into CSAM, or CP, as it's also known by some people. CSAM, for those who don't know, is child sexual abuse material. I think CP is a bit of an outdated term because the word pornography implies consent for some people. This Discord is just chatting shit about someone called Zane, I guess, for misgendering someone and doxing people's faces, which, okay, they shouldn't have done that, I guess. But I'm more interested in the CSAM defending, to be honest. Okay, this is it, I guess. This is Zane admitting that they like CSAM. Gacha TikTok. Oh, gacha. It's a good thing we looked that up, because now we know what gacha is. Gacha TikTokers, when you have corn of two 17-year-old characters in your tweet likes at the age of 13 in 2021 and 2023, while you are unaware of their age, while you're 17 currently in 2025. Okay, so this is nothing. It means nothing. It was what? Drawn pornography of two minors. That's bad. Obviously, that is simulated CP. But they liked it at the age of 13 and they're 17 now. Probably get rid of it, yeah, but what the fuck? Then this is not a defense of CSAM. Let me clarify the situation directly and respectfully. The NSFW artwork in question depicted two characters whose ages I was not aware of at the time. They were drawn with mature adult-like features and nothing in the visual context suggested they were minors. I don't care! This is so dumb! This is the dumbest thing I've ever fucking read. As for the mention of Aladdin, he is canonically 18. That's Good, great. I'm glad we cleared that up. It's fucking infuriating, this shit, man. What have you guys got me watching? You know how many requests I got for this? Oh, okay, cool. We got one of those dog shit YouTubers that I was talking about here, who I think actually did end up interviewing them. So let's have a look at that, I guess. In 1.5 times speed, of course, because fuck you.
They're not here to attack you. They're just here to obviously stand there. I know you guys interact before because yeah, what we were saying. Anyways, I was talking to Zane. So basically, I know he did both that, but he did way more than that. So the thing is, with Zane, he didn't just like talk. He didn't just support it. He scammed people. He faked his age, and obviously he got like threats to people. So
I didn't know any of that. Just so that is very clear. I don't condone or support any of that.
Wait, I don't know if you really know about this since it's kind of recent, but basically, there's this person on TikTok called Solar Cookie, and recently they came forward to me saying about the server. Basically, you said like, does anybody want to like your initial into their skin?
First, are we done with the Zane stuff?
Yeah, well, I don't want to
move on to a different topic if we're still on that topic.
Oh, do you want the same team or the same stuff? I don't really know.
Oh, you just didn't confirm if it was over or not, so I just want to make sure that was.
Okay. Even with their friends, like if their friends don't blaze them enough, they get mad at them. Yeah, they also scanned like someone for food, and they traced over people's OCs, which is like really weird. And they even confirmed this into a TikTok comment. I have screenshots of them saying, well, that's the whole point to me stealing their style. Which is, and they also encourage their fans to steal that person's OCs, which isn't that great. Even if you have drama, you shouldn't steal other people's work. That's not fair at all, don't you think?
It depends on if it's like a. Depends on what you mean by steal, because there's so many different definitions.
Bro, I don't care. I don't care about this. She's being accused of fucking pedophilia. Or pedophilia, I don't know how you fucking pronounce it. I don't care that someone is tracing over other people's OCs. Original characters, I believe. Oh my god, I hate this, man. I hate the fucking inner workings of these fucking, like, come on, dude. What are we doing here?
You're giving like excuses for him when he knows what he's doing is wrong now.
I'm not giving excuses for him. I'm explaining the different things. So like, I don't support anything else, but I just don't understand how do we know he didn't know it if we have no evidence towards it.
Okay, but even now he's still defending that. And as
I don't support that, and I don't support that.
But you're like you're defending his old self, even now that he's like older self.
Yes, if he knows that now and is still like defending his past actions, then yes, I don't support that. But I'm saying that in the past, how do we know he didn't know?
Can I like skip ahead or something? I really. Like, do you guys give a fuck about this?
Figured out what I was doing, and she was like, oh, hell no, we're getting you into therapy, we're getting this fixed, we're not doing this. So that's, I do not like being bored. And I'm treating this situation as seriously as I can, but I don't know how else to prove myself, but to just do my own thing and try not to do it in the future. Difference. I block and ignore those who are disrespectful about it. The moment you show me disrespect is the moment I shut down and block you. So if you come to me in a respectful, civilized manner, like we are talking right now, then we're good. But if, for example, you're being disrespectful, or if you're repeating things I've already heard and already have addressed multiple times, then I'm just going to be done with it and block you. Let me explain to you, because I don't have better things to do. I can't just, I'm gonna ignore this and delete TikTok or whatever and whatnot. I can't just do that because there is a fan base that requires me to post daily. B, my whole boredom thing, where if I get too bored, I will not be okay with that because I don't like being bored. Posting on TikTok is basically a hobby for me at this point.
Phibz, I know your fun is really important, but your mental health is also important. You need, like,
my mental health is just fine. I'm not just about to take a whole ass 3-month break from TikTok, or I'm not gonna just quit TikTok.
This interview's fucking ass, man. I hate lolcows. I hate the discussion. I hate lolcow culture. I hate lolcow journalism, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I hate everything about this. I hate everything about these people. I hate Phibz. I hate the person interviewing them. I hate the fucking YouTubers covering this whole situation. In fact, you know what? Fuck this. We're gonna watch a YouTuber covering this, and hopefully get a more condensed version, and like actual, I want to hear what people's justification is for calling her a fucking pedophile. That's what I want to know. Here we go, oh, great thumbnail this. Chopped pedo. Lovely. All right, let's have a look. This one's got over 500,000 views. This must be a good video. Here we go. You ready, folks? You ready, folks? Ready for a fucking masterpiece?
The new cringiest TikToker is facing serious allegations. I'm sure you've all seen this individual before who goes by Phibz. They're an up-and-coming cringe.
Why are you talking like that? It's really odd. Please stop.
Talker with over 45,000 followers. Her whole content style, or whatever you want to call it.
Is that viral? It's not really viral, is it? 45,000 followers on TikTok. Fuck off, man.
Is literally just her acting like she's in an edit.
Okay, sorry. I forgot to speed this video up. There's no way I'm watching this in its fucking original speed, like.
Up on screen and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And by the way, this is a grown adult woman.
She's 18 years. I wouldn't exactly call 18 years old a grown adult woman, but I guess it's subjective.
To be Phibz having a conversation with an alleged minor where she asks them out. What a lot of people fail to realize, or are intentionally using it misleadingly, is that this was taken, or at least the messages were sent, almost 2 years ago.
Oh, that's really important. Maybe I judged this YouTuber a bit too harshly, because fuck me, that's good. That's like good commentary right there. I've learned something.
That Phibz is 19 now. She very well could have been 17 when these messages were exchanged. And yes, even still, a 17-year-old being with someone 3 years below that is very weird, in my opinion.
extremely weird actually, but
it's very different though. I'm sure that's what they're about to say. It's very different from what the accusation is. Also, I guess Phibz is 19. They were 18 at the time of the messages. I'm sure. A few months off, I guess.
secondly, this is the only screenshot from this time period that we see. The next oldest screenshot or video was in 2025. So given that, and as well as the quality of these screenshots, I would personally not take it into account when deciding on whether this person is a predator or not. It is just way too unsubstantiated in my opinion, and you really can't be too careful when talking about these kinds of things. There's another piece of proof that is used alongside that screenshot quite often. It is an alleged voice recording of Phibz saying something very, very gross.
Stuff like, I don't know why people think it's so weird.
The reason what you heard sounded so weird was because I had to very highly edit it so that it's actually listenable. I, of course, raised the decibels, I enhanced the voice, normalized loudness, and slowed it down because it was very sped up and very quiet in the original video. And I could not, for the life of me, find any non-edited or modified version of it, so that's what we have to work with. But about the actual video itself, it is very weird. Basically, Phibz is saying that she's into the R word and doesn't see why people think it's weird. You know, I'll come out and say this, and I don't care if I get hate because I've gotten hate for it before, but still, I don't care. If you're into that kind of stuff, you are weird. And yes, technically what two consenting adults do behind closed doors isn't my business at all, and I definitely agree for the most part, but the conversation changes quite a bit when these kinds of people are involved. Let's say that no minors were involved and everyone is consenting.
That is not what I heard in that voice note at all, but maybe that's, you know what, fuck it, I'll take his word for it, I suppose. I guess she's into CNC, which, I mean, whatever. That's your jam, then that's your jam.
Countless women, and men as well, have been traumatized for life because of those things, and you're going around parading that you're into it and that you don't see why it's weird. That is extremely insensitive and gross. Now, she said that it's something she's ashamed of and is working on coping mechanisms or whatever. I wouldn't really be judgmental since there's nothing to make fun of when it's a person trying to genuinely improve.
Oh, if she did not say this, right? Okay, got it.
And the way she's going about this, talking about these things in her private Discord server instead of in public, is very telling. Like, you cannot genuinely look me in the eyes and say wholeheartedly with full belief that you don't know why people think it's weird to be into.
All right, we get it. I get it now. I get it. I understand this point. But it's just like, she's harmless though, isn't she? She's just sort of a mentally ill, chronically online girl with a public Discord server who's probably very excited that they have a couple thousand followers online and says a bunch of dumb shit. They're not a fucking pedophile.
In what appears to be a moderation ticket section of the server, Phibz says, "Why did you continue to harass Zane after he was kicked? I have screenshots that you were in his server." This person replies, "What they did was extremely wrong and unforgivable. They also continued to harass both me and my friends. I did join the server, but I don't recall harassing him or even talking to him directly." She then apologizes, and Phibz says, "Do you mean the gotcha stuff or supporting CSAM? Because either of those two were in the past, and we do not judge people for stuff people did in the past. People can change, and people can grow." Yikes, just yikes. And if you don't believe me, here's another screenshot up on screen here that shows the same thing with, I guess at a later date with a different profile picture and whatnot, which helps the validity of it as before. Just like, what, bro? What is the thought process?
I mean, she's right. She's fucking right. What, a 13-year-old liking some anime shit of two anime 17-year-olds depicted in like a sexual... is 13 years old. Yeah, you shouldn't be drawing shit like that. But then they were just 30. Like, I just can't bring myself to really give a fuck. And I hope that's understandable to you guys. Look, I think that Phibz undoubtedly is acting very inappropriately towards minors. That much is sure. I can agree on that, but I don't think you guys understand how much of a claim pedophile is. She's being irresponsible, she's being inappropriate, she's being really bad, she's doing something that can really make people uncomfortable, and that's shitty. And she shouldn't be on the internet. I think we can all agree on that. Like, she should definitely not be on the internet. She needs extremely restricted access to the internet, because people like this, they never have a good time online. Like, it's not built for them. You have to be in a certain level of sound mind, especially if you have a following. And I'm not saying she has a huge following, but she has a following and is using that to the best of her ability to make a public Discord server. And she seems to be very excited by the fact that she has people joining it and is just sort of going buck wild, I guess. So I think this person has like an overt sexual interest in children and is of imminent danger to said children. There's just no evidence of that whatsoever. Do I think that they shouldn't be in a Discord server with minors? Absolutely, they should not be, because they have a tendency of acting extremely inappropriately without worrying about the ages of the people that they're talking to, and that's fucked up for sure. I just want to make sure that we're actually being real about what we're watching here, though. And the whole defending someone who was defending CSAM stuff, can we all agree that that much is bullshit? Or at the very least, incredibly over-exaggerated. And they actually made a response to this.
So I hope this will be the last time I address allegation drama. The only reason why I'm addressing it is because it's kind of very serious. So the allegation that's going around right now is that I love. I'm not explaining what that is. If you want to know what that is, go look it up. Or don't, because I don't want you to see something you might regret seeing. So, newsflash, I don't support that. I was defending the person that got allegations towards liking. So, I'm about to provide screenshots of Zane's situation, and here we go. So, here's one Naruto is also an enjoyer. I was also cannot enjoy in a harmful or bad way.
Sorry for interjecting, but what? A minor cannot enjoy that kind of content in a bad way? What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's just someone who lacks critical thinking. Which, I mean, let's be real. Does Phibz seem like the type of person who can think critically about things? Doesn't matter if a child is the one watching the CP, because in order for CP to be produced, something really fucking ethically horrible has had to happen. Obviously, with drawn and simulated CP, it's a little trickier. Like, the lines are a little more blurred. It's still absolutely disgusting, but it's different, and it should be treated differently, I guess, legally. I'm not sure exactly. It's a complicated topic for sure when it comes to like drawn 17-year-olds engaging in whatever the fuck, but I'm sure we can all agree that in a situation where a 13-year-old is liking that sort of content, the 13-year-old is not the one in the wrong there.
Sorry for interjecting, but what? A minor cannot enjoy that kind of content in a bad way? What is that supposed to mean? I sincerely hope she is like, well, as you could tell, she isn't all there mentally, but maybe I'm hoping this was like a byproduct of that and she genuinely didn't mean what she said, because if she did, my goodness.
Also, I didn't know their age at the time. I didn't watch the anime in years, and I didn't know their age, and nor do I remember their ages were even ever being mentioned. Why are you acting as if I'm made to look like as if it was the art? I don't believe you can get blamed for something you didn't know, like legitimately. So yeah, I was defending Zane because they didn't know at the time, and they don't support that kind of thing now. Okay? So, no, I don't support. I, however, do support people that get, like...
This is so dumb. This is all just so stupid. So hang on, was Naruto the one who was being drawn? Naruto was also a well, I guess it depends on which iterate. Was it Shippuden Naruto? Was it original Naruto? Because the latter would be a lot less forgivable. I don't know how old Shippuden Naruto is. Shippuden Naruto 17? Is that the character we're talking about here? 15 to 17 years old. Yeah, again, a 13-year-old. Why am I fucking even talking about this? I mean, who gives a fuck?
Just said that they didn't know and that they don't do that kind of part of it, and admits to having
is filled with both. Of course, you're one to really talk. My server is filled with both underage and adult people, right?
So, Phibz is admitting that her server has minors. It's filled with both minors and adults, whatever. That is unbelievably concerning, especially when you factor in those earlier screenshots and screen recordings of the awful stuff she was saying there, encouraging others to carve their significant others, like awful things, and keeping this Zane person in your server who possessed or was into CSAM is not just reckless and dumb, it's genuinely disgusting and borderline criminal. And she did it willingly and knowledgeably. So make from that distinction what you will. Personally, I think she is very dangerous. I think she's a predator as well, and I think she should be off the internet. Her account is privated now, thankfully, and hopefully it stays that way.
Okay, I guess my issue with this video is that the thumbnail says chopped pedo. I think I'm in my thoughts pretty clear already. I do agree that they shouldn't be on the internet for sure, but like, you're not calling the fucking police on this person for pedophilia or like attempted grooming or anything. There's just no case there. Anyway, this is their apology, I guess. Oh, how long is this? Oh, I could fucking cry, man. What is she talking about for 8 minutes? And this is part 1! We're doing 2 times speed. I don't give a fuck how fast they talk.
Hi, I'm here to talk about some new allegations that popped up and a new thing that also popped up recently. But also before I get into that, I want to make a few statements. 1, I'm no longer friends with Zane. That whole situation was a mess, and I wasn't correct at the time, and I'm sorry for that, and I humbly do apologize, and I don't support any of their other actions or any of the actions they did do, and I'm sorry that I supported that. Ever. I had no, my head doesn't know the full context of certain things sometimes, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm truly sorry for that, and I'm trying to work on it. Again, I am still learning some things, especially when it comes down to being famous, and especially when there's a lot going on. It's hard for me to explain sometimes.
You're not famous, lass. You gotta relax on that shit. You're not famous. You're not even like a niche micro internet celebrity.
Especially because with the new haters and new fans and all that, there's a lot, and I mean a lot of pressure, and I really don't do well under said pressure. I also want to remind everyone that I'm going to therapy, and I talk about these things in therapy. So I just want to say that, and if I did anything in the past, or made some past actions that I do highly regret them.
That's actually good. That I'm glad they're going to therapy, because God, do they fucking need it.
And I always try to talk about it in therapy, but I also try not to talk about it too much here, because...
Can I speed this up even more than 2 times? No, I can't. Fuck's sake.
So I can't show the actual photo directly because I don't know why the green screen won't let me. But basically it's a screenshot saying that, of me saying that, so 2 things first, that I want to carve into someone and kiss the scars, and...
Can someone tell me what the allegations are? I'm so confused. I just found out about this person literally last week. She was talking to minors on Discord and defending someone that religiously watched CP. Is that really what we're turning this allegation into now? Fucking wankers, honestly.
And I want to carve someone's initials onto my body. I'm very ashamed I ever said that, because first of all, people are very sensitive to stuff like SH and all that, and I was not in the right headspace at the time. And it doesn't excuse my behavior, but I do also want to bring up that in that chat that they were like talking about, everyone in that chat was talking about that sort of thing, but also doesn't excuse any action of it. And I want to say that I have also now been 6 months, no scars, no nothing. Like, I've not relapsed in a while.
That's really good news. I like that. I'm really happy to hear that, actually. I didn't know they were a cut-up. Poor girl, man. But I'm very happy to hear that. In terms of the actual messaging stuff, I guess it is, I mean, it really is just a really mentally ill person using the internet very irresponsibly. Very mentally ill, young person as well, by the way, who has been given a platform that she should not have. Like, I think she's deleted everything now, and that is the best possible thing that could have happened. Like, I'm really glad that happened, and I hope that she lives offline now, for the foreseeable future at the very least. Like, I hope she keeps going to therapy. I hope she stays out of relapse, if that makes sense. And that's all you can really wish in a situation like this.
Part of that screenshot said that I'm going to do something. I can't say it directly because it does make me uncomfortable to say that in front of millions of people, but because it's different when it's like jokingly with your friends or whatnot, saying that sort of thing. But for people you don't know, it's just strange. But basically saying, like, making a suggestive joke and aiming it towards someone who was supposedly a minor. So to explain that, at the time, I didn't know Francie was a minor, either because A, I didn't look at their roles, which was pretty ignorant of me, or B, I just didn't know, or they didn't have the proper age roles. Again, I'm not that kind of person at all. If I knew that person's age at the time, I wouldn't have said it. But also with that, I also do admit that that sort of thing should be, like, kept with DMs and kept in, like, people you actually know are, like, 18 and up.
Yeah, regardless, you shouldn't have said it. But again, we don't even know that maybe they were 18. But the fact that we don't know is more than enough reason to why you shouldn't have said it. Again, though, to call this person a fucking danger to children, like, because it wasn't gonna fucking happen. Like, they didn't mean it. It was very obviously a shit fucking joke that a very stupid person was making. If she actually, like, tried to arrange a rendezvous and, like, a time and a place for said act to happen, then we have something to talk about, you know, in terms of predatory allegations. But from what we have, it's just a fucking moron doing fucking moron things.
And I do better at that nowadays, but also to some degree I make mistakes, as you know, with my server. I had underage people in there, and that was not right of me. I do want to bring up, though, that in the second server, I didn't want to make it below 18 and up, but one of my mods did it anyways, which I'm assuming is due to a situation where, like, my mods needed help, and for some reason they suggested Vincer be a mod in that server, which I don't really know why, because at the time I didn't trust them, but, you know, I said yes, but not to all, like, people below 18 and up. I only allowed Vincer in that server to help that server with moderation stuff. But I'm getting a little off topic here. So with that, I'm trying to work on my actions, and I'm sorry whoever got hurt in that situation. There's also another thing I want to talk about today, and no, it's not the YouTube video. I'm not addressing that video at all. I'm not even going to look at that video because, again, I'm not dealing with any extra shit. But however, there was another situation brought up to me a few days, I want to say 2 days ago. One of my, I wouldn't say mutuals, we're more like acquaintances right now. Juno brought up to me that they were invited to this group chat with this other guy, and that this guy added a bunch of people, including people like Axel and stuff like that. So what he said was he was going to follow me around in real life and take pictures of me and start live stream and find me and do the live stream with me. Yeah, I'm not okay with that. And if I see you trying to record me in real life, I'm going straight to the office and reporting to the assistant principal, because that kind of thing is not okay. You shouldn't film people without their consent, and you should not do anything to anyone without their explicit consent. God, this video is getting kind of long. I'm gonna have to cut it here, but I am making a follow-up video.
It's not even a necessarily bad response, to be honest with you. They actually seem to be handling it a lot. It's not a great response, but it's just a response. Like, what were we really expecting here?
Okay, so here.
Okay, how long's this one? Okay, it's only 2 minutes. Hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. Thank you. Fuck. Thank you so much. Oh, maybe there is a god. Maybe there is a fucking... I was still doing 2 times speed, but fuck, I'm so happy.
Okay, so here's the follow-up. Stop sending death threats to my mother about me. This one I'm actually very pissed about, because what do you mean my mom told me one day that someone said to her explicitly, I hope your kid dies? Now I want you to think about this for a second. What kind of mother wants to hear that about their kid? Like, this is fucking sick, and it's not okay. You should not send death threats to anyone.
Damn straight, Phibz.
Fix the situation? Like, no, it's not gonna fix the situation.
Good point.
It's gonna escalate it further. Also,
Great point.
Stop sending death threats to my community for them supporting me.
Yes.
I
Don't do
know how
that.
I'm supposed to get through anyone's head.
If you watch,
This
don't
is
do
not
that,
okay.
people.
Sending death threats to people, telling them to kill themselves is not okay.
Don't tell people to kill themselves.
I'm fine if you send me direct, please.
Well, I'm back to vibing again. I'm vibing with her now.
After my fans and my family. Like, this is not their fight. This is between us. But also, you should not be sending death threats point blank period. That's it. It's just not okay, and I'm so upset about it, and it's so ridiculous. I'm unprivating my account, but I'm also going back on break after this, because, again, I'm not sure if any of you saw my status, but I'm going on break because I need some space for my mental health. But yeah, I'm also unprivating my account, but I'm also going back on break after this.
Good. Go on break. Stay on break. Don't come back. It's best for everyone.
But yeah, the reason why I'm on break right now is because I need to get my mental health together, and I'm going to start doing that. I may post like once or twice. We'll see how this break goes. For now, I'm just gonna make it 1 week.
No. 1 year. Minimum. Fuck's sake, 1 week isn't long enough. That's fucking nothing. Are they back? I hope they're not back. Fuck's sake. No, the account is private. Okay, good. Thank fuck for that. 1 million followers. What the fuck happened? Jesus Christ. Well, either way, they're private, and that's good. They should stay private. They should never come back, ideally. Never come back, Phibz. It's best for everyone, including you. And that's what's most important here. Especially with all the shit that you've gone through. And also the shit that you're... Obviously, I'm not going to take all responsibility away from her. As traumatized as she clearly is, and as much as she's going through it, obviously, with the whole self-harm thing, which I have nothing but sympathy for, she has also done pretty bad things as well with the Discord. I've already said this all. Inappropriate, irresponsible, really fucking bad. Obviously not a pedophile then. Anyone making that accusation is probably just some shitty lolcow YouTuber like I was talking about earlier. In terms of what I have to say about this, I think I've said pretty much all I have to say about it, just within the video. So if you disagree with me, be sure to let me know in the comments. But for now, I think I'm gonna go fucking eat some food because I've not eaten today. So I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.